Hello, welcome to Endurance Yoga. My name is Julie Cook. I'd like to introduce you to this 10-week program, Endurance Yoga for Athletes. It's designed specifically for you, the active endurance athlete. Today I have with me Josh and Natalie. We're going to be demonstrating the postures. I'm going to talk you through them. Our focus today is on preventing hamstring injuries. So we're just going to start in a standing forward fold. Let's stand up onto our mats and just let the head drop down, opening your legs a comfortable hip distance apart. Starting to stretch and open the backside of the body, just placing the hands down for greater support. If you need a little extra height, you can always grab a couple of books or a block. So hamstrings are those long, big muscles in the backside of your legs. And unfortunately, hamstring injuries are a common problem among some athletes. Let that head just get heavy. We're just going to begin to release, not only lengthening those hamstrings, but we're going to work on bringing better muscular balance back to the legs, the front side of the body, and hips as well. So you're going to be right here, supporting yourself with your hands, but if it feels like you need a little extra length, you can always grab on to the opposite elbow with the opposite hands, just letting the upper body drop right into place. Place your hands down onto the mat and begin to roll your arm open, just lifting your right arm, twisting, lifting, and as you do so, bend that left knee, sinking and moving into the hips, opening up that low back. Exhale back down to center and lift, opening to the left. Beautiful, just supporting yourself with that right hand. Come on down and switch sides once again. Roll and twist and lift. And exhale back down. We're going to lift it up again. Just roll and twist. Fingertips rise. Gaze to the sky. Exhale back down right into that standing forward fold. Once again, we're going to start to warm things up today with a couple of sun salutations. So just begin to roll all the way to standing. One vertebrae at a time, and as you do, lift your fingertips to the sky. The gaze rises, really get that length. Take that right arm behind your back and lift that left arm up and over the ear. Open, you got it. Good, inhale, take it to the sky, lift. And switch sides, just moving and reaching. Over to the left, inhale, we're going to take our arms up a little back bend, and then fold forward all the way down, nose to knees. Halfway, we lift our chin, plant your hands, step or float to the top of your push-up, and lower it down, chaturanga, low push-up. Beautiful, shoulders rise as we move into that back. Toes under and hips lift, downward facing dog. Settle into your downward facing dog and really start to push back into the heels with the palms of your hands. Let's move and check in with our breathing. Still breathing nice and deep in through the nose and out through the nose. Full, complete Ujjayi breaths. This is really going to be important here to open up the body and bring that greater oxygen flow into your body. Beautiful. Just a couple more rounds. Inhale to your toes and exhale, jump, step, or float to the top of the mat. Halfway, lift your chin. Exhale, tuck it in. And then as you do come to standing, roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Take your arms way up to the sky, lifting and reaching. Beautiful. Exhale over to the right, left arm over, left ear. Inhale, we lift. And switch sides, right arm over your right ear. Inhale, let's lift. Let's get a little back bend, and then fold forward all the way down. Halfway, just lift that chin, get some space. Plant your hands. Step or float it back, chaturanga dandasana, low push-up. Let the shoulders rise and hips lift to the sky, push back. Taking a few breaths here. Just working on starting to warm up our body so that we can move in to that huge muscle in the backside, strengthening and lengthening. Now in this down dog, you can wag the tail, you can bend the knees, anything that feels good here. This is your practice, so making sure you make those necessary modifications. Come on up in the inhale onto your toes. Exhale, float it forward, top of the mat. Halfway, lift your chin. And exhale, tuck it in. Beautiful, all the way to standing. Take your arms up with you now. We're lifting, reaching, last sun salutation. Fingertips rise. Exhale over to the right, reaching out. You got it, take your arms up and switch sides. Beautiful, we're gonna lift. We get a little back bend and then fold forward all the way down, nose to knees. Halfway, lift that chin. Plant your hands, step or float it back. Chaturanga, Dandasana, shoulders rise. And hips lift to the sky. We're gonna settle in here and then we're gonna continue to build a little heat with a couple of yoga walks. It's gonna settle in a little bit deeper right here into this downward facing dog. Starting to really stretch out the glutes, the hamstrings. And then gently shift your body forward right into plank pose. You got it, top of a push-up. So it's so important to have that better muscular balance in your body, strengthening your core right here, your upper body. We're gonna open up, we're gonna stretch and strengthen from head to toe this afternoon. And let's lift our hips right back up to the sky, pushing back. Head is dropping down. Again, each time we move into those hamstrings, into the glutes, we're digging in a little bit deeper without bouncing or jerking. Just using the breath to let the body flow naturally open. Good, shifting forward once again, right back into plank pose. The body is nice and long. Your hands are directly underneath your shoulders. Good, you're using your breath here to hold steady, feeling that strength in your center. One more time, just lifting right back up into dog, pushing in, settling in. Good, notice where that breath is. Now continue to let it build in through the nose and out through the nose. A little bit of tone right here into the low belly. This is your Uddiyana Bandha. Keeping it nice and strong as we start to move in, warming things up in these yoga walks. Step your right foot in between your hands right into warrior one. So warrior one, we're going to lift up our arms, lift up our fingertips. As you can see, they're on the side of the left foot. Our shoulders are square, hips are square, and the gaze is rising to the sky. Warrior two, just opening to the long end of the mat, really taking those arms to either side, reaching and stretching. Side angle, that right forearm is going to drop onto the right thigh. We're swinging our left arm over, getting that leg, fingertip reaches, opens that body. Hands come down around your right foot. And we're just going to wave the right arm open, twist and spiral your spine. Fingertips rise to the sky. Hands come down, step to the top of your push-up. Chaturanga Dandasana, low push-up. Shoulders rise and hips lift. Take it up and step your left foot forward. Right into your warrior pose, side to side here. Warrior two, stretch and open your gaze forward. Beautiful side angle, left forearm onto left thigh, swim and reach. Hands come down around your left foot in runner's lunge. Wave that left arm open, twist it out. Left hand comes down, step to the top of your push-up and lower, chaturanga. Shoulders lift. And hips rise, side to side. Now right foot forward, warrior one. We can start to move a little quicker, getting some heat. Warrior two, stretch and open. Side angle, reach it out. Hands come down, runner's lunge. Waving, right arm open, twist and spiral. Right hand down, step to the top of your push-up. Shoulders round, good, hips lift. Left foot flows in between your hands, warrior one, arms rise over your head. Warrior two, stretch it out. Side angle, swing it over. Hands come down, and we wave, left arm lifts. Good, left hand down, step back, a few more rounds like this. Shoulders up, and hips rise, moving with the breath. Inhale, lift your, step it forward. Lift your arms, good, reach it out. Side angle, swing it over. Hands come down and we lift like a wave. Right hand comes down, we step to the top of our push-up and lower. Beautiful, lift your shoulders and your hips. Left foot comes in between your hands, warrior one, arms rise to the sky. Warrior two, stretch it out. Good, side angle, swing it over. Hands come down and we wave that left arm up. Left hand comes down, and we step to the top of our push-up, lower. Shoulders rise and hips lift. One more round, right foot steps forward. Arms come up to the sky. Warrior 2. Sinking low, side angle. Good, hands down. Wave it open, twist and spiral. Right hand down, step to the top of your push-up and lower. Shoulders rise and hips lift. Left foot forward, take your arms up to the sky. Come warrior 2. It's twin it out, take it over. Hands come down, and now wave that left arm up. Left hand down, step it back and lower. Really getting that heat now, building with that breath, with the movement. Settle into your downward facing dog. Or drop your head, lift your sit bones, low belly still tucked in, strong and tight. We're going to take your right leg right back up to the sky. We've been here before, three-legged dog. That toe is rising, lifting, spiraling, and step it right through into runner's lunge. So your right foot is forward, we're on the toe of the back foot. Your chin is rising. Beautiful. Now notice where their leg is. We have a nice, strong 90-degree angle in that front leg. We're going to begin to drop the sit bones a little higher so you lift your chin, just moving into the tightest area of our body, into the groin, into the hips. Continue breathing here as you lift your chin. And now we'll just drop our back knee. We're going to drop the top of our back foot, lift up a little higher. Beautiful half splits. Let's just begin to shift our body weight all the way back so that you're sitting down onto that left heel. Good, now let's flex that foot, get a little length. So the toe is going to come right up to the sky. Good, exhale, fold at the waist. This is our half splits. You can start to walk your hands out a little bit more. Just taking your time right here. We're going to hang out here for about 10 breaths or so. It's really an intense posture. That's why we move through those warm-ups so that we can start to move in, warming up and releasing those tight hips, those hamstrings. Good, a few more breaths. So we're lengthening, we're strengthening our entire body right here. Head is down, chest is heavy. Beautiful. Let's start to walk our hands right back up and then shift back forward. So shifting right back into that runner's lunge and step to the top of your push-up, lowering down with controlled chaturanga. Shoulders rise to the sky and hips lift. Settle in. Take that left leg up, take it high, reach your toe, bend, spiral, lift, and then step it right through into that runner's lunge. We're on the toe of our back foot. Our head is up, our heart is up. And we're breathing, remembering the breath is so important. You're actually training your body to increase this lung capacity using even the lowest lobes of your lungs. Good. Let's take that back knee down. Top of the foot is down. And lift your chin, get some space. And then start to shift forward once again. Shifting back now onto your feet. So we move forward to get some space, and then we sink deep into our hips. We're going to flex our toe, and once you're ready, once you get some length in your spine, begin to fold at the waist. Making sure you're not bouncing, you're not jerking, or forcing your body into any of these postures. Just let the weight of the upper body go. The breath do the rest of the work. A deep, deep breath in and out of the nose. A few more breaths right here. Really softening in. So our practice really helps to create that balance, not only in the body, but the mind as well. Taking a moment here to really bring the focus and awareness in. Start to lift that head up. And then just walk those hands right back into runner's lunge. So one back to the front of the mat, runner's lunge, stepping to the back of your mat, top of the push-up, and then lower, nice and slow, keeping elbows at your side. Shoulders lift, and hips rise. Right back in that downward facing dog. Let's compare it to our hands and knees, a nice neutral spine, hands and knees. Drop your hips over to the left and just swing those legs right around out in front of you. The toes are coming up toward the sky, feet are flexed. foot. And place the right sole of your foot right into the left thigh, sitting super tall here. And then fold directly over that left leg. We're going to start to bring our nose in the direction of our left knee. Continuing now to use that heat from our warm-ups, the heat from our practice to move in to those hips and hamstrings, stretching and lengthening our hamstrings. So those hamstring injuries, they happen most often when the back of the thighs, those hamstrings are so tight that they begin to get stretched beyond their limits. Sometimes it happens right away in one quick rip of the hamstring, or sometimes it's those tiny little micro tears that begin to build over time. Let's start to lift our head up, and then we're just going to switch sides. So we're going to straighten the right leg out in front of us, sitting tall, and take that left sole of your foot into your right thigh. Make sure we sit tall to get length, and then we hinge again, right over this time the right leg. Head is down, nose toward that knee, softening chest toward the thigh, making sure you're not bouncing or jerking or forcing your body into any posture here. Let gravity, let the weight of your body just drop right in. Never forcing, never jerking. Just knowing that if there's a posture that doesn't quite feel right, then it's okay to make those adjustments. Not every posture is going to be good for everybody. Sit right back up. And then straighten both of your legs. We're going to widen our legs. So your legs are nice and wide, just a wide-legged forward fold. You guys both have those really long legs. You might need to kind of make your adjustments here. Sit up really tall and place your hands out in front of you. We're going to continue to walk our hands out, lifting our chest, lifting our nose and our gaze. And once you're ready, just dropping right over, folding at the waist, letting the weight of the upper body drop. We're going to hang out here for about 10 breaths, continuing to move deeper into the glutes, the hamstrings, making sure we're not bouncing forward. Just to make it a little posture, looking into the upper body. And those thighs together, and then come onto your back. We're going to come onto our back, and we're going to bring those knees right into our chest. Those knees are in our chest, maybe a little massage as you roll side to side, and then into a spinal twist. So let your knees drop over to the right. We're going to take our arms out into a really big T, taking your nose in the opposite direction of your knees. This is where we begin to really settle in. We can close the eyes, just starting to soften not only the breath, but the body as well. Continue to open up the hips right here. Let's take our knees back into our chest, giving ourselves a nice big squeeze. And switch sides. Knees will drop over to the left, arms to a T, and now the nose over to the right. The eyes popped open. Let's close the eyes right here. Close the eyes and bring that breath right back down to that normal, natural state. Take those knees once again into your chest, huge squeeze. I'm going to move right into my favorite position, my favorite posture, Shavasana. Just let your legs come out into a comfortable hip distance apart. Straighten them out in front of you. Place your hands next to your sides and place your palms upward toward the sky. Close your eyes. Now during this 15-minute practice, we're only going to hang out here for about a minute or so. If you have more time, you should really spend about 5 minutes or so in Shavasana. Otherwise, you're going to be ready for your workout, ready for your day. Take that breath now all the way to that normal, natural state. And then taking rest, Shavasana. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Take a huge breath in and stretch your arms way up over your head. Really, really big stretch. And then take those knees into your chest, give a squeeze right here. And just rock yourself right up into that comfortable seated posture. Moving into that comfortable seated posture right here at the center, or the top of your mat. It's just placing those hands to your heart center. We're going to seal in our practice with that sign of gratitude. Namaste. Thank you for joining us today. We'll be back again next week. Until then.